guys, it's Frosting, and I would officially like to welcome you all back to another My Thoughts On video. And for this version of the series, we're going to be talking about the musical by Star Kid, Cinderella's Castle. Me and, I can't English today, me and Pudding, there we go, recently watched this musical together, and they suggested the idea that I make one of these videos on it, so I was like, fuck it, why not? Here we are. First of all, I just have a pretty picture of the little logo on here, just because I thought it was pretty, and then I have a logo of the company that made it, because I didn't know who made it before, so I had to go Google it for this video, so I want to credit people properly. Speaking of crediting people properly, I'm not playing any of the songs due to copyright reasons, and, I don't want to deal with that. I know a lot of other YouTubers on this platform do have to deal with copyright things, and I try to avoid it when I can. But all of the images that I found, I pulled them off Google. I don't know necessarily who made them all. I just kind of pulled them off of Google. So none of the images used in this video are mine. In a minute, there's a tier list. The background for the tier list is from Google. There's one fan art thing that I got off Twitter that's on here. But that's about it. None of the images are mine. Except, of course, the text and, the background, because I made this in Google Slides. So, here we go. First, can we get a Sir/Lord Hopalot appreciation slide for a moment? He's my favorite character of the entire musical. I love him. I like his voice. I like the little puppet. They have a $60 plushie on the website. Do I have $60? No. Do I desperately need $60? Yes. I want it. I need him in my life. He's just, I also really like Crumb. But Sir Hopalot is definitely my favorite character out of the whole thing, for sure. And I love him so much, and I just felt like we should appreciate him. This is also where that artwork off Twitter comes from. Whoever this person is made this art that I found on Google, and I was like, oh, that's cute, I want to include it, and then I went to the website to credit them properly. So, congratulations. I regret this. You have been credited. Woohoo. Alright, next up. Her dress is so pretty! Look at it! I think I apologize, also the pictures are really bad. I think I screenshotted this one off YouTube, I don't remember. But her dress is so pretty. It's like, if you combined Elsa, Tiana, and Cinderella and smashed them all into one dress, you get this thing. Just because, the top of it and the sleeves are giving Elsa, but the skirt and the color are giving Tiana. And then, of course, it's a Cinderella musical. So, yeah. Also, here's Crumb. There he is. He's kind of blurry, but there he is. I love everything about it. It glows, by the way. I think her dress is literally glowing. And I absolutely love that for her. And if I could find this dress in real life, I don't care how much it costs. I need it. Alright, now on to the fun stuff. The song ranking. Making this video, I went back and I listened to all the songs again, and then I ranked them as I was listening to it. That would have been the video if it wasn't for copyright, because I listened to the whole song in order to rank it, so instead you kind of just get the aftermath of my thoughts. First of all, my favorite songs are Step on Your Grave and Ash to Ash. Second place, /A tier, as in, they're still good songs, they're just not my favorite, is Last Forever and The Trappings of Starlight. The B tier is yeah, they're good. I just probably won't listen to them all the time like I will the S tier, is Cursed, Crazy, Facade, Ever After, and the reprise of Ash to Ash. C tier, these are the only, I think C tier and down are the songs that I don't like. So that is the reprise of Castle on a Hill, Neon, the first Castle on a Hill, A Sweet Song, Watch, and Watch reprise. I didn't include F tier, but if I did, these songs would go there. Actually, no. I think A Sweet Song would stay in E tier. The Watch songs, they would go in F tier or lower if I could. I think those are my least favorite songs out of the entire musical. Just something about the stepsisters and the stepmothers singing drives me crazy. But I also ranked this one in B tier. So, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but these are down here. Castle on a Hill, it's fine. It's a very strong opening for a musical, and it's either you love it immediately or you hate it. I think for me, it just got me interested and intrigued in what the musical would be about. The only thing that I didn't really like was the main guy who's like telling the story. His singing voice got on my nerves really quickly. And so, like, him narrating was good. Any bits with him and the gnome and the little band, that was entertaining. Just don't sing. Just stick to narrating. Musicals aren't for you, buddy. So that's why I ranked it down here. The reprise is ever just so slightly better because his singing is drowned out by all the background actors. Neon, I listened to it, I was just like, Cursed Crazy, Facade, Ever After, and Ash to Ash reprise are really good songs, right? But again, with the whole Facade, I don't like their voices that much, but the song is good. Cursed Crazy is also a good song, it's just not as good as the other ones. Ever After and the reprise of Ash to Ash are kind of the same situation, as in, like, they're really, like, they're good songs, they're just not that good to go any higher, so there's stuff there. Last Forever and Trappings of Starlight I listened to, and I was like, I actually really like this. And then, of course, these two are my absolute favorites. I kind of went, like, overall, and then I went down and I went back up, but overall, that is the ranking. And due to these being my song rankings, overall, I'm going to rate this a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why it's not a full 10 is because half the songs are B tier or lower. Not even half. Majority of the songs are B tier or lower, and that's why it doesn't hit the perfect 10. I also really don't like the sex jokes. I just don't. I don't really like that in any type of media, except for, like, I think Has Been and Helluva, I'm okay with it in, just because, like, that's what you sign up for when you watch that show, and I love both of those shows, so I'm okay with it in that standpoint. It's also a cartoon. I think adult cartoon, indie animated stuff, sex jokes in that are different versus live action, because cartoons, at the end of the day, they're animated people just saying stupid shit, right? Real people, stuff like that could actually happen, and the thought of that just kind of grosses me out. So I'm also asexual on top of it all, so the sex jokes just don't do it for me. Yeah, so those two things are the only reason why it does not get a full 10. The other thing that I'd like to mention that I was going to make a slide for, but I just didn't because I didn't want to waste a bunch of time on it, is the equivalent to the fairy godmother in this musical. I don't remember what her name is, but, like, the god of light, or whatever she is, the one that's all like, have these 3 gifts, and she sings Ash to Ash. Hey guys, Editing Frosting here. I just wanted to interrupt myself really quickly to put this picture of her on there so that you guys can know who I'm talking about, because I didn't know what her name was. And according to the wiki, her name is the Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams. So I was completely off, but there you go. I just want to go ahead and say it now, hear me out. Hear me out on her. Actually, no, that's not a hear me out, that's a hold me back. I love her, she's pretty, she's my second favorite. No, third, because... Ooh, no, I should probably do a character ranking too. I think Lord Hopalot's number 1, Crumb 2, Ella 3, God Lady 4. That's my character ranking. And then I think the Prince 5, just because, like, even though he is, like, the primary sex joke man, he's still funny, and everybody else in the musical isn't as much so as him, so he still gets that number 5 spot. Hey guys, editing me again. I'm here to correct myself once more. I think I reevaluated my character ranking while I was editing this video, and the first 4 are still the same, but I'm going to give my number 5 slot over to the gnome guy at the beginning of the musical with the wooden block. He was way more entertaining than I first realized, and he's definitely taking the prince's spot, and then the prince is moving down to number 6. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Cinderella's Castle. If you guys have any other musicals or shows or movies or anything you want me to react to or say what my thoughts are on them, leave that in the comments down below. The next one of these that I plan on making is K-Pop Demon Hunters, just because I absolutely fucking love that movie, and I want to make a romance appreciation slide and just gush over the art style and the songs and the fact that I've had Soda Pop stuck in my head ever since I watched that movie, and it will not leave. It lives rent-free in my fucking skull. So yeah, that's the next video. I also have Hear Me Out's updated again, and I need to make a third follow-up video on that. And I think I also want to do Epic the Musical, because I think a song ranking of that would be super interesting, especially since you also have the animatics to go along with it, and like talking about those and the different art styles would be super fun. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in any of that stuff, because it's coming anyway. Let me know if you have anything else that you'd like to see me do, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.